Victory in court for Miami Commissioner Joe Carollo. His Coconut Grove home was saved from the auction block for now.
In just weeks, the U.S. Marshal was scheduled to his home to be sold to the highest bidder. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is joining us live. She's in Miami with details on what happened in the federal hearing actually today. Christina.
And so you have there that perspective, perhaps, from Miami Commissioner Joe Carollo. This could be considered a victory. He called it a good day because it essentially hit pause. His home will not be at public auction on March 19th. As for the plaintiffs, their attorney is describing this as a simple procedural delay.
It's a good day of more to come.
A good day, in Miami Commissioner Joe Carollo's opinion, because a federal judge told Jeff Gutchess, the attorney representing the Little Havana businessmen who won a federal civil suit against the commissioner, that it would be procedurally unfair on this day to do what they thought would happen, argue the reasons why they believe Carollo does not have homestead protection on his Coconut Grove home. You may remember the U.S. Marshals posted a March 19th public auction date for Carollo's Grove home to help satisfy a jury-awarded multi-million-dollar judgment against him. You thought that day in court was going to happen today.
We were ready to go today. We had our witnesses lined up. Everybody was here. But that's okay. We'll do it in a month or so.
So no public auction of Joe Carollo's Grove home in the breezeway off the federal courthouse March 19th.
Not on March 19th.
As I was coming to court today, I'm seeing all these poor people in tents. I just got to wonder, what their lives are like. Could that be me in the future? I live off of the salary that I make as a commissioner.
The key decision for us today is that the judge determined that the federal court has jurisdiction to make the determination whether the home is protected by the homestead exemption. And so that was a key victory for us today because we think the federal court is the right court to make this determination.
That's not a victory. That is showing that they need to follow the rules, and if and when they do and the procedure plays out, Florida law will show that the Carollos have constitutional protected homestead.
What the judge is trying to do is reschedule it to give Mr. Carollo more time to get his evidence and arguments in place, which is fair. That's why we agreed to postpone this sale so he can have his day in court. And we're happy to give him his day in court.
And so the next day in federal court, where all the parties will be there in person, is in April. That is when they're going to set a date, according to the judge, for the evidentiary hearing. That was the hearing that the plaintiffs thought was going to unfold today, where they essentially litigate or argue their different points. And that would be, as you can tell right there, it'd be the Commissioner Carollo's attorneys arguing why they think his home is protected and why the plaintiffs say it's not. So stay tuned. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.